Okay, the UAE government now is tightening regulations and businesses that fail to meet compliance standards and face substantial financial penalties or worse, business shutdowns. Many businesses are unaware of their compliance gaps till it's too late. I actually got an email on this today talking about this. I thought it would be nice that people know about this. I had a company in Dubai for about 4 years, 2016, from 4 years after that. And I'm going to tell you some of the problems I had and why you don't want to have a business in the UAE. I've seen people in my business that tried to go there. I thought it was kind of funny because I'd already been there. And I thought, when they go there, I said, I bet neither one of them last 2 years, and neither one did. It's one of the worst places in the world to run a business. And it actually has some of the highest fees of any. In fact, I don't know of any place in the world that has fees as high as they do. And now, of course, they do have a corporate tax. But now the government is just making things worse and worse and worse. Without a compliance or audit, businesses expose themselves to hefty penalties with regulatory authorities for failing to meet corporate governance standards, legal action for incorrect financial reporting or tax mismanagement, and then operational disruptions due to unstructured financial processes. This is what the accounting firm sent me, today. And I can vouch for it. It's getting worse and worse there. Now, they went on also to say that you need to ensure that you're 100% regulatory compliant, avoid financial penalties, and ensure legal adherence, corporate tax and VAT compliance, stay ahead of tax obligations, and avoid unnecessary fines. And then you've got other issues dealing with you strengthen your business processes to meet global standards. You can do this without having the government looking over you. Don't let compliance mistakes cost your business. Stay ahead of regulations. And this is what they're trying to. This is a turnoff for me to want to start a business there. Let me tell you why you don't want to have a business in the UAE. Okay, first of all, you're going to have the highest fees of any place in the world that I've ever seen to run a business. You're going to have local service agent fees. Even if you don't have a local company and you choose to skip that and go to a free zone company, your free zone licenses are going to be a lot higher. And you're looking at free zone, you're looking at licensing fees there. If you got a local company licensing fees there, we're talking about thousands of dollars. I hate to keep bringing this out, but I always use it as a gold standard. I live in St. Kitts. St. Kitts has got a licensing fee, cost $185 a year. And I'm going to tell you the difference in, I've seen both of them. There's no comparison between running a business in the Caribbean versus running, especially one that doesn't have an income tax. That's the great thing about St. Kitts. No income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax. And again, the licensing fee is about $185 a year. Another problem you have too is one thing that drives me nuts about the UAE is a bank will send you something in the mail, and the government has everything queued in with the banks. So if you're late on something, instead of the government sending you a notice, they'll go and just fine you right out of your bank account. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I'll give you an example. Mine wasn't actually a fine. Mine was something direct from the bank itself. They sent me something in the mail stating that, they in the email, they said they sent me something in an email stating that if you didn't keep so much money in XYZ accounts, then what they were going to do is hit you with a huge penalty. Well, I never got that notice in the email. And what happened was they hit me with a bunch of money. Just saw it just taken right out. And I went to the bank and I asked them, I said, what's this right here? And they says, well, we sent an email stating that you had to keep so much in that particular account. So I didn't have that much in that account because I didn't use it hardly at all anymore. Okay. And I said, show me where you sent me the email. I never saw anything. And they went back. They said, we'll call you. And they were supposed to call me back. Never heard back from them. And the bank system there is really messed up. You can't call the banks direct. You have a central system that you have to call, and they can't solve your problem. So then you have to go physically over the banks. It's a real mess. And when they took the money out, I finally went to one of the top people with the bank. And this is what they told me. I know this sounds almost too hard to believe, but you would almost probably never hear this in any place in the world except maybe North Korea, okay? They said that once there's money that's taken out of an account, okay, on something like this. They said, even if we're wrong, they're talking about the bank was wrong, okay, we don't refund that money back. I said, wait a minute, did I hear that right? So you're telling me even if you're mistaken on taking that money out and it was a mistake on your part, you're not going to refund the money. They says, no, we just don't do that. That's just a policy we got. I said, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. That's like stealing money. And the guy says, well, that's our policy. And I says, well, to make a long story short, I ended up filing a friggin' case over this. It was ridiculous, okay? And I had to go to the central bank. There's 16 numbers for the central bank. No one will answer the phone number. Either it just rings or recorders come in and they leave messages and no one calls you back. It's a nightmare. So you literally have to go over there. And I talked to one of the top people there, and they were telling me, they said that they're having thousands of complaints on that same thing that I'm complaining on. I said, why don't they just friggin', if the central bank would just fine them $10,000 a day, I guarantee they would straighten them out. And the guy started laughing. He says, well, we got other things we do. I said, so what are you doing? He says, well, when they want to get something new that's done, we'll just hold off on it. I said, that's stupid. I said, that's not going to work. This is why they're doing this. It's a legal way to steal money. To make a long story short, they ended up getting back with the bank and putting all kinds of pressure on the bank, and they gave me a refund. But most people are not going to go to the trouble that I went through. But this is the type of hassle and headache you'll probably see almost no place in the world. And I'm going to tell you something, it's getting worse over there. To me, I would go to a place where it doesn't have any income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, where your license and fees are like $185 a year. You got a lot better weather in the Caribbean than you do in Dubai. I mean, I don't even need AC all year round in St. Kitts. In the summertime, you can't. There's no way. It's impossible to. You have to have AC all the time. I would say maybe at least from April through about October. You definitely have to have it. You can't function otherwise. It's too hot. It gets to be up to 110, 120 degrees there, and these are some of the things you really need to look at. And plus, you can live, not just the Caribbean, there are other places. You can go to our YouTube channel, citizenshipquickly.com, and pull up videos. And we've got tons of countries that have pure territorial tax systems. And you can have an offshore company and live in that country and literally pay no licensing fees other than your, actually it's not a license fee, it's a corporate fee to wherever you're getting your offshore corporation. And you can live there and pay no income tax at all and have absolutely no filing requirements unless you're, a U.S. citizen or U.S. resident, or you live in a country that taxes worldwide income and you choose not to live in a country that, if you choose to live in a country that has high taxes that taxes worldwide income like Germany, France, or something like this, then you're still obligated to pay taxes in that country. The whole key is pick a country that has good tax laws, either has a non-dom system, territorial tax system, or pure tax haven, and you could get your operating costs almost to zero. I mean, it's real low, other than any sort of overhead costs that you want to build in or whatever to run your business. I'm telling you ways that you can really cut back, especially if you're doing your business globally and you're not having to deal in a local market. Now, Dubai does have around 10 million people in the UAE, not Dubai, but the UAE itself. There's roughly about 10 million people. And so that is one thing. If you've got a local market and almost all your business is coming from a local market, that's different. But if your business can be done from anywhere in the world and your business is international, you're crazy to be going to Dubai. You can end up losing a lot of money that you could be taking and investing somewhere else. If you want to know more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Just ask for some help. And I'm going to ask you a big favor. We don't monetize our channel, and it would help us terrifically on the algorithm of our channel. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here, and you'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 4 to 8 months, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.